affirmation that the very being of a people is inferior. And this is the great tragedy of it. I say that however unpleasant it is, we must honestly see and admit that racism is still deeply rooted all over America. It's still deeply rooted in the North. It's still deeply rooted in the South. Now, this leads
50
me to
years
say
later,
something
still
about
deeply
another
rooted.
discussion that we hear a great deal, and that is the so-called white backlash. I would like to honestly say to you that the white backlash is merely a new name for an old phenomenon. It's not something that just came into being because shouts of black power, or because Negroes engaged in riots in Watts, for instance. The fact is that the state of California voted a fair housing bill out of existence before anybody shouted black power, or before anybody rioted in Watts.
So here it is. People always talking about the opposition, right? So, what year was this? This is 1967, 1968. Let's talk about the riots in Watts. Was he going against it? He said, I will say later on that he doesn't agree with rioting because, it socially messes you up, and then basically you end up messing up your own community. But he's saying that the society is the cause of it. White backlash is people that are supporting you, and then all of a sudden you do something wrong, and they're saying, oh, the reason, they shouldn't be tearing up, and they shouldn't be this, and why didn't they stay calm, and this type of situation. So they back off from you, and they start demonizing you and saying you're out of control, you're this or that. And here he is, he's talking about the shouts of black power, and that was at the beginning, the black power movement. And is he saying, oh, this is terrible, the black power movement? Did he say against? No. He's saying, this is, he said the reason why these Negroes, the reason why these black people are doing it, he said, let's talk about what you did. The fact that in the state of California the state of California voted a fair housing building out of existence before anybody shouted black power. So they put that out. These policies that they established, and he's speaking against it.
Well be the shouts of black power and riots in Watts and the Harlems and the other areas are the consequences of the white backlash rather than the cause of them.
Consequences
Well,
rather than
it
the
is
cause.
necessary to see